Hi, welcome. Yes, I connected all my wires. It is super hot here. We're in the middle of a bit of a heat wave, and so my brain is a little bit non-functional. Welcome to another live stream. I have not worked on this painting since the last time, and so I zoomed in a little bit because I kind of want to limit the part that I'm going to work on today because it's hot. It's hot. Yes, it is hot everywhere, and like we're definitely not in the hottest area of anywhere literally in the world. The one issue with heat waves in this country, and I'm guessing like Scandinavian countries as well, is that we are not accustomed to high temperatures, and so our buildings are not built according to any, like we build in order to catch the most sun and retain the most heat, right? So yeah, for instance, we don't have air conditioning. That is not a thing in the Netherlands, where you have like standard air conditioning in your home. And it's also like in my apartment building, you're not even allowed to place like a unit because it's just not, we're just not built for that. So my beautiful concrete building that I'm always really happy about, very happy to live in, is now like an oven, like a literal oven. That was complaints. Let me catch up on the chat. I saw that you were all roasting. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing that like maybe Texas is worse. I'm not even sure. We're just not built for this stuff. Working on mine. I will post it if I finish it the next day. Cool. That would be really cool. No, we do not have air conditioning. Hi Ariana. So somebody else without air conditioning just joined the chat because we don't have air conditioning. But it's definitely like a thing that's upcoming, if you will. Like we're starting to realize that maybe that's a thing, but it's not standard at all. So remember when living in England, overly hot? Yes. Yeah, so in England they're having major issues right now. France is also worse than here. And yeah, it's just bad. It's bad. Hey, Alvinike. Hi, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Before we, like, I'm gonna do a little bit of painting and then see what happens. But before I do, yesterday we had the greatest day ever. I went to a museum in a place in the Netherlands where they had an exhibition. I went with my mom and I went with Ariana, and they had an exhibition that they wanted to start before, like in February, by an Indian female painter, like the Indian female painter that no one in Europe has ever heard of. Like I never heard of her, my friend never heard of her. And then right when the exhibition was gonna start, they worked on this, they negotiated this for 6 years. Like it's a lot of work, and it was canceled because they couldn't risk putting the paintings on the plane because of, and I quote, geopolitical tension. As in, I think they were concerned that somebody was gonna shoot the plane out of the air and be like bye-bye paintings. So her name, I hope I have enough camera space to show you. little bit like this, is Amrita Shergill. And like all three of us came out of that exhibition, which by the way was beautifully designed, very well done. We came out of that exhibition like, wow, for real, wow. We were like quiet, and we talked and talked and talked and talked for hours and hours and hours, but I think we were quiet for a whole like 10 seconds. That's awful. But it was super, super impressive. Her story is very impressive. She was so young when she was like brilliant. And I talked about this before. I got a few postcards, by the way, that I think are easier to show you than going through the book. I'm gonna go through the book later. I'll explain to you. So here's a photo of her with her paintings. She did a bunch of self-portraits. Like that. That's better. And I'll show you a bunch of her paintings. So here's a self-portrait that she did. I don't know if this is the first self-portrait with a smile that I've seen ever, but it's definitely rare. Here's another one in these glorious like red and blue combo. And she spent a long time studying in France. And I think Ariana and I both were like, you can see, very clearly see the difference between her French style, and then she went back to India. She very specifically said, I need to go back to India. That's where I belong. And her style just, it shifted. And it was really amazing to see how that happens. And so also how the place where you are not just influences your style, but also almost dictates your outcome, right? And your ability to grow into your own art, right? This was really one of my favorites. I think Ariana also said, it's almost like they're not really here. Like there's a really, she's amazing at capturing the expression and the sense of what she's trying to convey. Oop, let's paint on my finger. So that was beautiful and really inspiring, and also, you know, realizing again that it's important to escape from the Eurocentric stream of information that I grew up with, and that I also sort of automatically stay within, right? Like I can't name one painter from the past, from the African continent. Like, don't even get me started on countries, not even the whole continent, right? So that kind of tells me that I got some work to do, which is fun. Like, it's fun work. All right, let me catch up and now I'll start mixing a little bit of color. I took your screenshot, made it into a square collage. Oh, that is so... I love that, Linda. I really love that. Yeah, I wish you were with us too. Can you show how they designed the two compartments to separate Paris and... Oh, you mean with the screen? I don't know. I don't think I took a photo of that, but I took a little video of it and I put it on my Instagram. It's a reel. And there's a little part in there where you can see the physical barrier between her Paris style and her India style was with large rolls of paper where they cut out script, and then they put spots on it and created this cascade of shadows. It was awesome. Like, we were like, nice. Yeah, it was super nice. All right. It would be fun if we could, like, I would literally go bankrupt for that. Just kidding. I'm a total responsible adult. You should have seen us in the museum shop. We were just offloading our bank accounts there. We're like, ooh, this is nice and that is nice. I got a great book. My mom gave me a great book for apparently my birthday, which is just like another excuse to buy more stuff because my birthday is exactly in a month from now. So I love that. We do that all the time. Like, we want to buy stuff for each other. We're like, oh yeah, it's for your birthday in 2030. I got a great book with a ton, like an absolute ton of female artists, each with one painting and then on one page. So it's a giant book. Like, I got the book that, what's her name, Kathy Hessel? I forgot her name, I'm really sorry. Wrote. That was called History of Art, but then like without men. I think it was literally called that. And that also has photos. But not all of them. Like, it's also a lot of text. Yeah, it was in Drenthe. Oh, you were there? Oh, no way. You've got to go back. Now you've got to go back. We went like back and forth by train just for the expo. Just saying. I have a couple of friends going down to Museum of Art thingy today. Can I go out? No, don't go out. Oh yeah, you got Airco, right? Katie, yeah, maybe it was Katie. Yeah, no, we actually it was good that we went to museum. We went by train, and our trains have airco, and the museum has climate control, so it was like the best place to be. It was not until we went outside and my mom and I were on Central Station and we're like, damn, it's hot. Okay, so I took a photo for this arm, which I'm sure a lot of you are like, oh, that's an arm. Thanks for mentioning it, because it's so abstract right now. But I'm gonna try and get a little bit more clarity. I like the whole thing of me seeing figures and you seeing other figures, but I also feel like it's due to the fact that I have some trouble committing to shapes, like to make it make sense, right? And that always has to do with the fact that I kind of struggle still with translating drawings to paintings. I got some pastel sitting here still, so if you see my color changing, it's because of that. There is like no wind, zero wind. We had insane thunder and lightning. They made a map of like the total times and amounts of discharge in the air. That day was before the heat wave. It was like an announcement of the things to come or something. And it was insane. I'm 43 and I have never ever seen something quite like that. It was crazy. And we also had those horizontal lightnings, you know, the vertical ones that go to the earth. But the horizontal ones, I was on my balcony staring at it like, am I tripping or something? But then I Googled it, and apparently the horizontal lightning is a discharge from cloud to a neighboring cloud. They're just shooting lasers at each other. So that was kind of cool. So much excitement in this tiny country. All right, let's try the arm. Let me catch up. The color is... Oh, the sun is... Keep complaining about the sun and light and whatever every live stream, but I think we'll be fine like this until 9 p.m. Yeah, we got plenty. Oh yeah, I got a course sale. I put everything on sale. I'll add some new stuff this summer. but I've been kind of procrastinating that, so then I just threw everything in a sale. Like, it runs until September, so you got plenty of time. So that's a thing. Your house shook. Ooh, yeah. My apartment building, like, swayed. It's supposed to do that, but it's still, like, trippy every time. Kara's in a class on setting up your oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Setting up your studio. Oh, maybe I should take that one, because like I tend to frame myself with the camera in the most like organized way. You don't want to know what's on the left and the right of this. So yeah. Sweating. I got a reference photo. Let me hold on. As a group. Oh, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Like, I feel like it's been a million years since Mixed Emotions. And at some point I was like, should I rewatch the videos and see if I can maybe you know, upgrade some or update whatever. And I did start, but some things you just gotta let it go, right? It's good the way it is. And I did like discuss it with some people, like, do you think it's still up to par? Because it was a long time ago. I think I made it in 2019, and I know it doesn't sound like a long time ago, but I didn't start recording videos. I think I started like literally in 2019. So I was like, I learned a lot of things over the years. But I know a lot of people said, you know, just leave it as it is, so I did. You should see my mess in that. Yeah, I know, we're like twin mess sisters. It looks tidy. Oh yeah, well you came to my house, so you saw the rest. Yeah, lightning is great. Like, it's impressive. You always feel a little bit small, I think, when you got that like amount of. I think I put the thumb here. Like, why? My brain is not braining. So right. Oh no, it's the thumb is here. Putting the thumb on the wrong side and like not noticing it until 5 sessions in is Oh, let me put that, hold on. Your house was tidy in my opinion. Thank you very much. Gretchen doesn't like the storms. No, I can imagine that. Like, my cat is like, bye, goodbye, I'm gonna be under your bed until this madness ends. You just gotta let them do their thing, I think, at some point. Cool, that would be cool if you did a group. Like if you want me to make an Instagram chat, or if you guys want to make an Instagram chat or whatever and add me, that's also fine. That would be cool. Like I have a Facebook group, but Facebook is like, these days, Facebook is like, I'm opening Facebook and it feels like somebody smacked me in the face with a pen or a book or something. Like before, it's so much things, and why is everything moving, and why is everything like commercials and whatnot? It's so overwhelming. And I kind of like, if it wasn't for Let's Face It and a lot of my students, I would be off Facebook a long time ago, because it's not agreeing with me anymore. And Instagram is a little bit more manageable for now, seeing how it's, you know, owned by the same idiot. But yeah, so that. Yeah, that still needs a bit of fixing. Whoop. I love everyone's studio mess. I really do. Does something happen to me? Great. Yeah, the groups on Facebook are doable, right? And I sometimes I bookmark them so I can go directly to them. So yeah. So I got only, by the way, the rest of my palette is a mess, which I haven't cleaned. So I only got 3 colors. Raw Umber, Ultramarine Blue, and the Permanent Alizarin Crimson and White. Let me just get these shapes in, and I'll check on chat. I'm still painting with my original medium, which is like 60% Gamsol and 40% linseed oil, or something of that ratio. Like I just put stuff in. If you hear anything, I don't know how sensitive my microphone is, just my kid and his girlfriend coming home. Just making these areas a little bit darker so I can like check out the light, maybe. Like, because the issue I feel that I had is that I stayed into the midtones for a really, really long time, and then everything in terms of value became one giant block. And for some reason, I find it difficult to then go light and go dark, and I keep like messing around with the midtones and the colors, and that's a thing that still it takes a lot of brain energy for me, is color and value. And so it's also why I just put like 3 colors on my palette, so I'm not overwhelmed by choices, because that's still like I gotta work for that. And so there's a lot of color variation, which is great. Like I'm legit kind of proud of myself for that. But in terms of values, I think it was off, and that's why everybody saw stuff everywhere, which is also a really cool thing. but I kind of get lost and a little bit confused as to how do I fix this in what way, you know? Did I put the wrong colors on, or, and I think I'm starting to realize now is that it's a value issue. So let me catch up. Most of the things I see on Facebook are to do with art and animals. Yeah, I don't know, maybe like Facebook hates me or something. But I have to say that maybe I'm a little bit sensitive to stuff like that, but I get a lot of suggestions and a lot of commercials, and now I got like Ozempic commercials, and I'm like, why do you do that? Just don't do that. You're gonna do the mixed emotions. That's great. That's great. Carol's class starts July 6th after we do. Oh, okay, cool. No, you're not slow. We're all just like at the tempo that we need to be. Second, yeah, I read. So you can, it's a Dutch thing, but they opened a second round. Like it's cool that it was successful enough for them to do that. That's cool. You did foundations, loved it. That's great. That's great. No, don't be scared. It's fun. And, you know, Arnhem Museum is such a nice, like, kind museum. I don't know why I just said kind, but it just has this nice vibe. And I feel like the people that are organizing things there are like nice. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but they're a little bit down to earth, and I think they they appreciate that amateur art aspect. Hello, Lucia. Welcome. Is it Lucia? Is it Lucia? But maybe it's Lucia. We are all at the temple. You're welcome. It's my quote of the month. That's something, by the way, that I think we talked about it yesterday, Ariana and I and my mom, because we came across a painting that Amrita did of the Notre Dame, REP, by the way. And there was an info card with it that said that she made 60 paintings and 100 drawings in 2 years. And I was like, what the actual thing? Like, what? And I told Ariana, like, yeah, I don't think I do like 10 paintings a year or something like that if I'm like actually doing it. What is that? How do you do that? Like, where do you get that? And I think Ariana also said something like, you know, you do your own thing. But it's still like a little bit, right? I need to up my game. I have to say though, sometimes I do well with a little bit of like totally unhealthy competition. Like, okay, maybe I should do 30 paintings per year. But I think what we also said, maybe I said it, maybe she said it, I can't remember. Like, it's that drive where you go like, I gotta paint, and then you pick up a brush and you damn well paint something. Whereas sometimes I feel really stuck in this feeling of I want to paint, but no, I gotta finish this first. But no, I gotta do technique exercise first. No, I gotta research this color harmony first. I gotta practice this first. I gotta be better at that first. And by the time you're done overthinking, you're out of energy. Like, it's literally where the energy goes to. So seeing that, it was not just like a bad, like I didn't feel bad. But I did kind of feel like motivated or perhaps even validated in getting over that overthinking and just freaking do it. I sound like that meme. Just do it. You know that one? I send it to my kid like all the time. I gotta fix this with a little bit of green, so I think I'm gonna do that Friday. Friday is Zoom call. So Friday we have another Zoom call where you are all welcome to come and hang out and do absolutely nothing if you want to do nothing at all. There is no requirement to partake in anything. It's just a hangout, like now, except you all talk and I talk less and paint more. What's the time? Oh. Matthew Wong did 2 a day some weeks. Okay, that is too much, my friend. That is too much. I don't think Matthew Wong had a child that complains about not being fed, his laundry not being done, and a diabetic cat. That's my excuse. We love you, Matthew Wong. Keep painting. I did do one painting a day for like 10 days. I did do that. That was a great, by the way, that was a great kickstart to get out of that that rut, you know. I'm in an art group and some people are doing like 5 paintings a week. Whew. Yep. If you paint all day and don't stop and judge, yeah, true, yeah. And the energy, yeah, absolutely. Energy and pain-free. Urban sketching with watercolor, that's cool. My passion is acrylic. Yeah, it's good to have like the thing that you know will not let you down, and then you can try other stuff. But yeah, Dylan does like amazing things in a short time. I paint really every day, not big, but every day. Oh, that's really cool. That's really nice to hear. Because it's not really, right? That's also part of my roadblock sometimes, is that I make it too big, and it's much better to just get like a little bit in than to get nothing in, right? Are you painting tree people? Yes, possibly. I have no idea what I'm painting. I did this sketch that I also made without any, like, what am I gonna draw? No idea. I do that sometimes in my sketchbook. I just draw a lot of random stuff. And then I decided to make a painting out of it. Yeah, so with like I guess a tree or a bunch of trees, and the people seem to be like kind of happy in the trees, and there was also a little cat that joined. And maybe some birds. Maybe some birds. Birds and a cat. I had this feeling that a day without art is a day not lived. Fair, yes. Yeah, but you can also like have a day with art without actually making art. Like I do feel like on days where I don't make any art, somehow I always do kind of art a little bit, even if you just walk by your work in progress and like have a different look at it and then go back to the lawn. Yeah, like you said, like art on our minds. Why is my stream lagging? Stop that. I think it just went offline or something for a second? I think it did. I think we're back now. Cool. I see a tree and tree people strangled together. Yeah, that's pretty close. I think that's pretty close to the description. We had a lot of fun during the last live stream. Where Kelly saw a bunch of people that, well, I can't say they weren't there because she saw them, and Linda saw different people, and I think Kelly, you saw like 5 or 6 people. I don't even know, like 3 people were there that I didn't put them in, but they were there. So that was fun. And I was like, last week, I was like, can you please take a screenshot and then draw in where you see the people, because it's fascinating to me. Because I have the thing that I sketched sort of mentally projected on here, and then I start painting and I still see like the things that I envisioned, but I had previous works that were also a bit abstract, and my mom was like, no, I see something different. I'm like, how can you see that? It's not there. And she's like, yes, it is. But I do feel like I kind of shaped my figures out a little bit better, like this. Because like I said, I think it was really an issue in the midtones, like having too many midtones and not enough lights and darks. Because at the end of the day, like a shape really is determined by the lights and the darks. Oh, we got the nice sun, stripey. All right. I want to put this away because, hold on. Sitting on my ass for too long. I see so much I could just keep going. That's really cool. Like, I kind of like that interaction. Yeah, looking forward to it. Is somebody painting along? So yeah, no one's, like, this is not a paint along, as in I didn't give a reference photo, we didn't start, but it's really more like, if you want to take a screenshot and tell me what you see. Like, if you want to do anything with it, like, oh, I don't really care, that would be fun. This is like a natural idea that came from these sessions. You have to go, Lucia. No, you don't have to worry about not communicating. That's really it. It's really nice of you to come. And also, if you want to join the Zoom call and you don't want to talk or communicate, that's perfectly fine. Okay, we're like all good with that. Thank you for being here. Bye bye. What is that? I really like that idea, Linda. Like, it's a really cool idea. I kind of feel like, you know, that game, or at least my brother and I, when we were kids, used to do that. We would go on train rides to my grandma, and it's a long time in the train, and obviously there were no tablets or anything like that. So my mom would give us paper and pencil and like fold the paper in 3 parts. And then one of us would draw the head and the shoulders and then would fold it over so the other one couldn't see it. And then the other one would draw the midsection. And then you would fold it over again. And then the other one, or you can do it in 4 parts. So the whole point is that you kind of don't see what the other one drew. And then you draw your own stuff. And then you stretch it all out, fold it all out. And you got this weird, freakish figure. Which was great. So it's kind of like you're working on it together. That's what it reminded me of. So that's cool that we can do that. All right. I'm gonna go, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just grab an ice pack or something. Take a shower. I will take a shower. Gonna go do that. And maybe watch a little bit of soccer later. Yeah, that would be fun. Chill out. I will see you on Friday. The Zoom link is on my website. I think that's like the easiest way. I also post it on Instagram and stuff like that. So that, I hope to see you on Friday during the Zoom call, and stay cool, stay calm, and watch soccer or something else, and we will get through this summer together. All right, I had a great time. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you Friday in the Zoom call. Thank you. Bye. Mwah.